Miss DeGenova.
You know me?
Only the reputation.
And what is this?
What we have here is a full-bodied red with...
I don't want to know what they told you to tell me. I want to hear what you taste.
Oh, ma'am, I'm really not supposed to do that. I could get into a lot of trouble.
It is Victoria. And humor me, please. Did they tell you the year and the region?
No.
Then tell me.
Tuscany, 2010.
Naples, 2013. Do not be discouraged, my darling. I see great potential in you. Why don't you come with me?
But I'm not off for another 2 hours.
And what does this place have to offer that I do not?
Where the hell do you think you're going, Shiraz?
Relax, I'm just getting some air.
You know you can't go out there by yourself? You've heard about what's been going on. Maybe the guests haven't, but you have.
Stop pretending like you give a shit. You just don't want the bad press.
Fine. Go get yourself killed. Huh? I mean, no press is bad press, right?
Fuck you.
And you want to be a son?
Thank you.
Are you testing me?
Of course not. This is to Dolly. Now, let us try this once more. You think on that a moment. First, I would like to get to know you better.
What would you like to know?
First of all, how you got your name?
Oh, yeah, my parents were alcoholics. When my father proposed to my mother, he presented her with an old, very expensive bottle of Shiraz instead of a ring. He was blue collar, so he usually couldn't afford things like that. But my mother had always wanted it, and he loved her.
She was a sommelier?
No, she just always wanted to be.
Like you?
Yes, like me.
Are they still with us? This is your way of remembering them.
Yes. I've wanted to be a sommelier for as long as I could remember. When I was a little kid, I would drink grape juice while my mother drank wine. I would tell her what I tasted and pretend to get drunk.
What is stopping you, Shiraz?
The time and money. You can't get by on hard work alone anymore. And I feel like I've been playing catch-up my whole life against those more fortunate.
You know, my ancestors started our family's winemaking operation from nothing. She was one of the first Italians to immigrate to the United States in the early 1900s. It was right after the earthquake in Messina. It killed tens of thousands, most of them her friends. Back then, people in America were not as welcoming to Europeans. But she continued to learn and teach the only thing she knew. She was killed in the streets by a American. But not before she cemented her legacy of vinification.
Alessandra di Genova.
You've done your homework. Now, tell me about the wine.
It's red. You really don't like whites, do you?
Drink some more. It'll come to you.
What was the Master Sommelier exam like?
Quit stalling.
It's a deep red with a purple rim, medium to high viscosity. Just under full-bodied, maybe 14.5%. On the nose there is something foreign, like iron. It's rather dry as opposed to sweet, but the presence of dark cherry and plum help to counteract that dryness caused by the clear French oak.
I'm sorry, Shiraz, it appears you need some work.
That's because what I described is in your glass. Its aroma is strong, even from here. I know you're holding out on me. The thicker viscosity gave it away immediately. It has legs, just like you.
Very good.
May I?
No, you are not ready.
Okay, my liege.
How did you become so skilled?
You can do tasting notes with cheap wine, too. It's just more complex.
Are you all right, my dear?
Yeah, I just, do you have a restroom? Where am I?
You are still with me, Shiraz. You know, if this is the first time that anyone has slipped something into your drink, you should consider yourself lucky.
Let me out, you psycho bitch!
Now, Shiraz, is that any way to talk to your mentor?
God, what do you want with me?
Isn't it obvious?
My blood?
Upstairs, you said my wine was different, more viscous. That was very observant of you.
No. No, 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 no. Why?
Oh, darling. Isn't that obvious as well? It's a simple process, really. No different than traditional winemaking. It starts with the extraction of the blood. We then use gelatin and isinglass as refining agents to improve the clarity, as well as yeast to aid in fermentation. Finally, it is aged for around a decade, in French oak barrels kept at cool temperatures. So many men have taken the fall for me. I cannot blame the authorities. I do not fit the profile, but you do. The victim profile, I mean. I know you live alone, and I know your parents are dead. And from the sounds of it, you don't have a job anymore either.
How did you come up with the process?
You're stalling again, Shiraz. No matter. It has been a while since I've had someone down here who has kept a level head. Last century, when people were more superstitious, my kind would seek out vagrants and prostitutes. But their blood tasted like poison. I developed this process to cleanse it. But once we realized that the fortunate would always turn a blind eye to the suffering of the impoverished, we could branch out, as long as we didn't fly too close to the sun.
You brought me here to mentor me, right? You still can.
You thank the cow that gives you milk, darling. You do not offer it a seat at the table. Rest assured, I'm saving your blood for a special occasion. My 150th birthday, perhaps. I shall think of you as I drink it.
All these years, and you're still so superficial? I see the way you look at me. You don't want to waste me on just another couple of bottles.
Know your place.
My place is with you, Victoria. By your side. What about your life feels new? I could be that for you. You could see the world again for the first time through my eyes. I could remind you what it is like to feel young.
What makes you think you deserve it?
You tell me, Alessandra.
Risveglia, il mio amore. We could have grown so old together, my angel. Fuck